All right, yes, welcome back to the Balanced Diet of Teletainment. You'd already hear all the stories really inside our papers this morning. You'd already hear about the business updates, everything where they happen in the economy of the nation, Nigeria. And of course, the exchange rate and how Naira done the weaken against the dollar. Well, as high as 370. Make we see what will happen before the end of the week. Okay, now the next bus stop all they enter. Now the one where they cook on top of our burner. And of course, we know say it's still the trend. And this one, our president, Muhammadu Buhari, even as a return on the 19th of August for Inside 2017. But you know what, before we go on, we're going to need to play you this small video for you to understand the story we'll get this morning.
My dear citizens, I am very grateful to God and to all Nigerians for their prayers. I am pleased to be back on home soil among my brothers and sisters. In the course of my stay in the United Kingdom, I have been kept in daily touch with events at home. Nigerians are robust and lively in discussing their affairs. But I was distressed to notice that some of the comments, especially in the social media, have crossed our national red lines by daring to question our collective existence as a nation. This is a step too far. In 2003, after I joined partisan politics, the late Chief Emeka Ojukwu came and stayed as my guest in my hometown, Daura. Over 2 days, we discussed in great depth till late into the night and analyzed the problems of Nigeria. We both came to the conclusion that the country must remain one and united. Nigerian unity is settled and not negotiable. We shall not allow irresponsible elements to start trouble, and when things get bad, they run away and saddle others with the responsibility of bringing back order, if necessary, with their blood. Every Nigerian has the right to live and pursue his business anywhere in Nigeria without let or hindrance. I believe the very vast majority of Nigerians share this view. This is not to deny that there are legitimate concerns. Every group has a grievance, but the beauty and attraction of a federation is that it allows different groups to air their grievances and work out a mode of coexistence. The National Assembly and the National Council of States are the legitimate and appropriate bodies for national discourse. The national consensus is that it is better to live together than to live apart. Furthermore, I am charging the security agencies not to let the successes achieved in the last 18 months be a sign to relax. Terrorists and criminals must be fought and destroyed relentlessly so that the majority of us can live in peace and safety. Therefore, we are going to reinforce and reinvigorate the fight not only against the elements of Boko Haram, which are attempting a new series of attacks on soft targets, kidnappings, farmers versus herdsmen clashes, in addition to ethnic violence fueled by political mischief makers. We shall tackle them all. Finally, dear Nigerians, our collective interest now is to eschew petty differences and come together to face common challenges of economic security, political evolution and integration, as well as lasting peace among all Nigerians. I remain resolutely committed to ensuring that these goals are achieved and maintained. I am so glad to be home. Thank you, and God bless our dear nation.
Wow, that's the speech yesterday from the president. Now, according to Luchi Talk, he has written to the Senate that, yes, I am fit now. You know, we talk about
the National
health,
Assembly,
so the National Assembly say, come, I am ready to resume office Monday, 21st of August. Now, a lot of people, they come outside talk, say, is the president fit? Now, you might be ready to resume office, but are you medically fit?
Especially when you're working from home. Because that's the new development
for the papers.
Inside the papers
For the
this
papers.
morning.
Because it should...
as far as I'm concerned, what's the basic thing for Nigerians is the effectiveness of the office of the president. If the office of the president is effective, do you know that where he's working from will not be in question to us?
Well, trust me, Nigerians will still bring up another protest saying we did not vote for a sit-home president. We voted for President
but the thing is, whether he's working from home or working from the office, the challenge of the biggest issue is how effective our presidency day. That be the real issue.
Some people go sit up, when the president was outside, Luchi said, what has this absence done to us?
There are many people where they work from home, and with the era of internet, honestly, if you have a work like a president, you can actually work from home.
But it is more than working from home.
You don't get anything where the office says to you.
Don't we have a right to know if the president is healthy?
I beg to disagree, because even though we have modern technology, some things are better done physically. Some things are better. Some things have certain
does not mean that when he has meetings.
Exactly.
Can't they bring the meetings to him?
If he has international meetings, maybe they come into his house.
Well, if he
international meeting,
the presidency house is
because
not just
the president of the whole world.
It's not just his parlor. There are office spaces there. There are conference rooms in his house.
Are we talking about the president's health here? Because, let's say all of us don't forget that. Even in the speech, I love the president's speech, but let us know for his speech whether he's okay now, because about 100 and how many days?
103 days.
But
what will they talk? Is it that when they didn't tell us what they do and when he not did? Is it when he came back he's going to tell us?
So should the Senate set up a panel to actually investigate?
What are they investigating? What is the investigation?
Because in a month's time, something else can still happen.
Is known. But they just chose not to tell the people.
Make we leave our phone lines open officially for people where they out there if they want to their mouth on top of this one. What do you think about our president and the statement or the speech he made just yesterday after his arrival on Saturday, the 19th day of August of 2017? You feel say now the time for us to give out our expectations, what would they expect the presidency to do? Or should we be bothered that he don't come outside? For inside the papers this morning, they declare or they talk according to the paper, say he go to walk from house. So our numbers, they're officially open for you to call us, and the control number is 01-277-2195, typing at 01-277-7195 or 01-277-8195. Our toll-free number there for you to call us, that's now 0800 Wazobia TV. Within the country now, they expect from the presidency at this
As far as I'm concerned, what would they want now be say we need effectiveness. Make we begin see some things that way they grant. Security they there to tackle. Education they there to tackle. Health they there to tackle. If now these three things he focus on, we are having deaths. Lassa fever they break out in different places. We they get some unexplained deaths in some other states. We they still get natural disaster. Talk choo. That one they there. Education they comatose. We need to do something. September goes so rich. The children are supposed to go back to school. So many things they on ground. I don't care where they work from. I want to see policies. I want to see things that where they ground, where we go tell us say, President don't come home. The hate speeches in the north, all those things that where they make our security make it not their time. Masop they talk their own. Harawa they talk their own. Before you know it, the Niger Delta people go start. Odua go talk. So we need to do action.
So people say something as regards to the work, stay at home, work from home, anyone where you want to put on. Now the talk say the reason why the president wants to work for house, not because they they fit or say health wahala deal. Now because there is a renovation going on at the president's office.
Wow. Wow. So a renovation going on at this time of the year?
Yeah, and the president.
So, I mean,
and renovation
it's
fee
been a
mean
way-
that they are adding some hospice at the back, so that while he's in the office, if he needs to take some special medication, they might need to make some new arrangements. You know, there are so many things that are going on. Now, waiting we don't like inside our country. See the way my mind is working. And it's not like I know anything. I'm just speculating. And at the same place where every Nigerian day.
Your mind is really working.
Speculation.
Yeah.
You fit think I say, you know, conspiracy theory go there, oh, maybe they won't put helicopter pad so that when you want to fly him abroad, they will do it quickly.
Can another office not be created quickly as a temporary office for the president rather than the house? I'm just saying because your mind is really working this morning. So I just want your mind to work as regards to that.
As far as I'm concerned, Aso Rock itself has office section, it get house section.
Okay, so
whether we like him or not, if you want to work from home,
okay.
Conference room they there, office they there. So many things they inside Aso Rock, aside his own physical office.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, that we should not put our mind on
whether
the location of where. We need things to work. Now, what will be the issue with Nigeria now? Who cares where somebody is working from? So far, the country is moving on. Manufacturing is growing. Agriculture is growing. Education, we don't see. Health sector, we don't need a better.
Just to ask you, do we need to know if the president is, as in if he held Day Kajat? Do we need to? Now that he's around.
As far as I'm concerned, that is no longer a question.
It is still a question.
No, because there is.
It is still a question.
I'm not saying it's irrelevant.
No, nobody is
I am talking from the position of pain. That
still a
they
question.
have chosen.
What if tomorrow, with the stress of the country and everything,
and they have to
it
return
slumps
again
like that?
back? Are you saying
We
supposed to
already know that those are possibilities.
Oh, but
Wetin dey annoy me
we hear them as rumor. Nobody don't come outside confirm and
now,
say
we are on the same page. We are on the same page.
But they have said it.
We are on the same page as this concerns.
Okay.
It makes us feel as if that we are not a people that should know.
Okay.
They don't take us relevant. Even if we are crying, we cried all the time when they are abroad. They don't tell us.
But you cried and he came back.
He came back when he was fit enough to come back.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Are you sure he's fit?
No. Whether we like him or not, they must have given him some kind of level of, okay. Carry go.
Yes.
Before I go, come on, may we not deceive ourselves. He not be our cry, we bring him. Now, because now, he don't do okay enough to be able to come to work. But now, they still never tell us what the problem be. How about if the weight of governance hold him in the next few weeks?
So we are all
and
saying.
we are back to square one. What are we saying?
And nobody feels, even
And
though
nobody feels they
money,
nobody feels
service the
when we get that Mrs.
we don't even know what
Nigerian diaspora
yes,
we talk to
doctor.
us. Yes, Dr. Amiso. She talks say internationally there are some things that should tell us. We know me say tell us every time where they take dialysis. We know me say tell us any injection where they take. The president is going through he has hypertension and the doctors are working tirelessly to make him okay. We know me say we need them to tell us the dosage of medication, what he's taking, the hour he's taking it. No.
Now, let's just shift
No, be waiting with the ask me that.
Let's just shift a little bit now to the amount of jubilation we actually receive. We see them online, videos of Nigerians as in driving, jubilating at the president.
And even giving a public holiday.
What do you think about the amount of jubilations we receive?
Those ones are personal things. It's just like when your mother or your father, if mommy you get most they come, she give me yam. Don't you think my jubilation go plenty the next time when she come?
Oh,
so you say if she give you something.
Say
if you are benefiting,
I
say everybody, you cannot determine we are happy as a nation that our president is okay. But those that are doing their own personal jubilation, when they give a public holiday, he gets what he mean to them. When if he don't mean the same thing. All of us now, if our Oga me Musali come, there was a time MD went. He bring maybe when our head of station went, Mr. Iman, he brought scarf for all of us. When he returns from his vacation, you don't say our level of jubilation. If he passed the web team on.
But he has returned.
Because we collect something when they come. So who knows what the president don't do for them personally as a state, where made them give public holiday or made them so happy to that extent. So how can we determine everybody's single jubilation reason?
Yeah. But the question now I say is it even necessary going to the level of declaring a public holiday? Now waiting a lot of people.
Now waiting with the talk. We are
is
saying
it even necessary to get into that level?
If you not necessary
because now
to
a lot of things go there on
you don't know what they do for this state.
Businesses, a lot of businesses don't go fit do their transaction because it just came in from truth. It wasn't like it was foreseen. It wasn't like it was done ahead of time.
It's just a day.
So it's just a day. A lot of money can still be lost in just 2 hours, not even a day.
You see in Nigeria, our problems are so mammoth. It big to a point that, you know, say you go look some things, you go put hand inside, under armpit, they look. Because, as far as I'm concerned, the president, if what I know about him, he don't be person where like frivolities that much. If he tell people, say, no come visit me for Asoroko, because we know, say, the next few weeks, na pilgrimage. It go be like, say, na Mecca. And that is costing us money. Because everybody will go feed drink water. Everybody will go feed chop. Everybody will go, they go need to attend to
they're supposed to do.
Now waiting with the talk.
Pending.
They buy petrol for their motor to go on solidarity visit it. Some people go start newspaper publication. How happy we they. You know, there's so many things that if you look at it from all angles, annoyance go there inside your mind.
I think the bottom line, we just need to see
Action.
evidence of the president's presence right now in terms of security, because reading the paper sometimes they actually weaken me.
Yes.
You see people using other people for rituals. You see kidnapping actually increasing in Nigeria. You see jungle justice increasing.
Tribal
clash. You see this one saying, this person leave my community. This one saying, we need to look for a solution as regards to security for inside Nigeria.
We must. There's so...
And even our economy too, they suffer because, like people, they actually come outside predict how the president broadcast will actually affect investors. But we actually wait to see the aftermath of this. But let's just wait and see.
What a beautiful day we don't get on top of the show. We don't already discuss all the things that we will know. Say they hold every Nigerian for inside their mind. As far as I'm concerned, I just want the good president to roll up his sleeves and get into the business, because now what we want be that. We need him to be back at work. Roll up your sleeves, push your agbada aside, make you remain your another data outfit.
Even though we need to actually commend the acting president.
Oh, he has done an exceptional job while our president was away. He held the fort. But right now, Nigeria need to feel the impact of him being around physically.
Sure. Very true. Before we do another mood on
increase.
Not even do it, don't increase.
Mood don't increase. That's all we see on top of the show today. My name is Naomotunde Lolo, one of every. Join us again tomorrow, because that's all the show they be Monday till Friday. No dull moment at all.
Follow us, Yan, on top Instagram. We did there. Even our personal Instagram handle, follow us and let us know what you think about the show and what you think about the president's return. My name is Sirimen Uvi Ehigamusoy.
And if you want more updates with the share, especially on top of the clash we share for inside the Naval Sea, this one, a collision will happen for America. Stay with us tomorrow from 7 to 8:30. We'll get Bernard Akede on top of the morning show. I remain Luchi in Obom. He get better day.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.